Attention, this is a video like no other. Experienced. Becoming the perfect being. A theory, a thesis worthy of testing. Hello and welcome, I am Clever Sausage. Let me ask you a question. Let me pose you a question. Have you ever come across anyone that claims to be a perfected being or perfect being? He has the perfect DNA, etc. Well, I have. By that I mean I have come across one who made those very claims. And I have also come across ancient Sumerian, Akkadian, Babylonian, cuneiform texts that speak of a created perfect being, i.e. an Adamite, when discovered, quote, performing with the animals inappropriately, unquote, as he had no mate, no female companion or helper, as stated about Adam in the Bible's book of Genesis. The Adamite was scolded by the gods and told he should not be doing that, or what he was doing, as he was created the perfect being, or an Adamite. Okay, in regards to this person that I came across that claimed that he was an Adamite, that he had perfect DNA, but he wouldn't show the proof that, or the results as evidence. When he did a DNA test, he said he had no mixed blood, he wasn't a mamzer or mongrel. Okay, he shall remain nameless for privacy reasons. He refused to show his evidence, even though I prodded him and suggested, back up your claim. I have read online a statement on a website quite a few years back by a top geneticist who stated no one has perfect DNA, as all human beings' DNA is flawed. So I came with a conclusion that this may be correct. As I also recall the Bible stating all human beings have inherited sin from our first parents, Adam and Eve. We are born with sin, therefore we have it passed on to us down the ages by Adam and Eve through our parents. Okay, it would be something either hidden in our DNA, genetic makeup, or blood. And I'm also reminded of the old saying from my parents, my peers, etc. No one is perfect. There is no such thing as the perfect being. Well, are not the various religions via their holy books, traditions, rituals, etc. striving to be just that, the perfect being, or a perfected being? Why not try? Strive to become a perfected being. At least give it a go. What have you got to lose? You've got anything to lose? You can be if you only take action. That's the key. The steps to becoming. That's the means, right? If you don't take action, you won't become. If you don't try, you'll never know if you can be, could be, or could never be, or will never be. Okay, so these are just general thoughts that I've had in my mind over the last couple of days, and I wrote them down. Okay. On becoming a perfected being, on becoming the perfected being or a perfected being. Uncover the exact steps in doing so. Examples of people striving to be perfect. Don't women these days take steps, i.e. as the Kardashians do, to look perfect physically 24/7, 365? Do men not also try to look perfect by working out, making themselves prim and proper, to look like the latest celebs, etc., in order to attract the opposite or same sex. We, no matter whether religious or non-religious, tend to try to make ourselves appear better than we actually are, or can be, do we not? We are often deemed vain creatures. There's probably a quote out there along those lines. So how does one become a perfected being? Example, if there is a common law which states a person cannot pick overhanging fruit hanging on their side of the fence, because it is on the branches of a tree grown whose roots are in the soil on their neighbour's side of the fence. So would one, being tempted, say, I don't care, I'll pick the fruit, as it's only going to go to waste, rot on the tree. No one will know. No one will know it was me, as no one will be around when I pick it. I don't care. And then they'll tell you, don't try to be a goody-goody two-shoes, because you never become perfect. No one's perfect. No one can become perfect. And you will be looked upon as a no good goody two-shoes, an idiot, a fool, a lunatic, delusional, etc. People won't like that you're claiming to be a perfect being, or a perfected being. Or would you obey that set, fixed law, common law, or other, and refrain from breaking it? Would you go and ask the neighbour if you can pick that fruit, because it might rot on the tree and go to waste, etc., only to face the neighbour who may tell you, no, you cannot, whether they're being biased, prejudiced, racist, or whatever? They've just been a total prick. That is his or her right, as they own the tree growing on their side of their fence, on their property, regardless if they originally planted it or not, because they're the resident or the owner of the house on that property. Okay. Some religious types may jump up and say, oh, it's like you're trying to follow the 10 Commandments or trying to keep the 10. When it's written, you are not saved by keeping those laws. They've done away with, they've been annulled, are not binding on Christians. And anyway, it's written, if you break one of those laws, you're guilty of breaking them all. No one can keep the first law. Jesus or Paul said so. So there. You're saved through grace, not by abiding by those 10 laws or the other 613 priestly laws or Levite laws. Okay, according to St. Paul in the New Testament, that's what Paul said. Nah. Yet Jesus himself stated, not one iota, tittle will be changed in regards to the law, and he didn't come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. And anyone who teaches another to ignore it or to break them will be accountable. Okay, and so forth and so forth. That depends on how you translate it, how you interpret it. Everyone has a different interpretations of those biblical verses. So, one who doesn't follow set laws, be they biblical, universal, mental, physical, spiritual, or other, cannot boast that they are a righteous, holy children of God if they break a biblical set law, God's fixed laws, and also the government common laws, etc. Here's an example. If you allow illegal activity or activities to be done within your household, are you not breaking the laws? Knowing that there's certain laws like you can't have illegal substances, consume illegal substances in your house, right? Because they're deemed illegal, against the law, prohibited, etc. Okay, here's a second example. If it is deemed that you can't download illegal copies of shareware due to copyright law, etc., via a torrent site, are you not a lawbreaker if you do so? people argue, well, you know, we're just sharing it. It's like someone else put up there and they got the license to use it, and it goes on and on and on. So one cannot boast they are a 100% law-abiding citizen or a holy roly righteous person, Christian, whatever, if they wink, turn the head and ignore the set laws, fixed laws, right? Common law. Many will say, what the hell? Why are you even bothering to do that? Or to do this? Because it can be done. Anything is possible if you just take action. Test it and put it into effect. Do the research, uncover the keys and tools in order to succeed. If at first you fail, try again, because failure is just the failure to succeed. You've always got another chance to do it again, but this time get it right. So, how do you propose that one can become a perfected being? Well, that would be telling. So, subscribe below to my channel, give us a thumb up, tell us in the comment section you like our video concept, share it with your friends, grandma, etc. And if we get a satisfactory number of subscribers, this will inspire us to bring you part 2. How you can become a perfected being, the secret keys and tools. This was a creative concept, a thesis brought to you by Clever Sausage.